What's your full name?
Melanie McCord.
Tell me about yourself. Where were you born?
I was born in Los Angeles, but I traveled back and forth to Mexico, and in fact went to school both in Mexico, in Veracruz, which is the southeast part of Mexico, and Los Angeles.
What are your hobbies?
See, I love to read as a teacher librarian. I love to I love to sing karaoke. Just hush hush. I like karaoke quite a bit. I love movies. I'm like a movie geek. I love movies. I love going to the movies. Any type, any genre.
Please tell me about the time you experienced or witnessed injustice or discrimination.
All of our fourth grade classes went to the California Science Center. And I recall that, all the teachers, we all had all kinds of students, and we went to see the human body exhibition. And I remember, trying to take my students there, and there were all kinds of teachers that were, most of them were Anglo teachers. And they were there after me or after our class. And somehow we did not get a chance to do the exhibition until the very end, even though we were there first. And I remember telling the the person there that was in charge of the exhibitions, like, to give me a reason as to why they had left us till the end. And he really didn't have an answer, and I felt that somehow it wasn't fair.
What can we do to put an end to this kind of discrimination?
I think it's important to educate, right? All of us need to be educated on our differences, our ethnic differences, our cultural differences, our language differences. I think that the more we become educated, the more we understand our differences, and the more we can embrace them and be okay with differences.
How do you wish you could have responded?
I felt pretty proud of how I responded. I didn't get the answer that I needed in the end, but I do feel I felt pretty proud of how I responded and how I tried to deal with it.
What kind of issues are you passionate about?
I'm very, very passionate about fairness, justice in terms of discrimination, right? I feel that as an immigrant, that's an important issue to me and the community that I serve as a teacher.
What advice would you like to give your youth?
The most important advice, I think, that was given to me and that I've always embraced, and I think that it's important to students, for me to share with students, is to become educated. It's important because it empowers you. And it's something that no one can take away from you. Like, the more knowledge you have, no one can say, "Hey, give that to me," or take that away from you, or do anything with that. Like, that is yours to keep forever. And so it's important that you become educated, whether it's getting a degree or not, whatever your passion is. I think it's important that we seek out our passion, and we seek out knowledge in whatever area that we're interested in.
What wish do you have for the world right now?
If we could just do away with this pandemic, and we could rid the entire world of all the deaths and illness that have come from COVID, it would alleviate the world. I think there's been a lot of things that have happened as a result of the pandemic too. Violence, discrimination, just a lot of things that are happening as the aftermath of it. And I think that if we could just get rid of the pandemic in itself, it would just ease out a few things that are happening in the world.